Is ghee better for cooking than extra virgin olive oil? Well, this question is gaining some track as Dr. Saladino keeps posting video after video warning against cooking with extra virgin olive oil. But his claims are just going a little bit beyond what research actually suggests. Today, we're gonna go over his assertions and dive deep into what actually the research shows. My name is Bettina, and I've spent hours digging through scientific literature so that I could answer this question in a definite way. The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna explore Carnivore MD, and then we're gonna go over some fascinating research that might actually change how you think about these cooking oils. By the end of this video, you will know exactly whether ghee is better than olive oil for cooking and the science behind cooking with each one. You will also know why olive oil is better in a particular area and how this impacts the science behind cooking with each. Dr. Saladino is recommending ghee as his preferred cooking fat, suggesting that it's actually more stable than olive oil. And that's exactly the comparison we're going to examine. He claims that olive oil becomes rancid and damaged when heated, while ghee and other saturated fats remain stable. But when I looked into the research, I actually found some fascinating results. The key finding is that extra virgin olive oil contains high levels of antioxidants, and research is suggesting that these antioxidants are helpful during cooking, and antioxidants is something that ghee doesn't have. Studies suggest that extra virgin olive oil contains phenolic compounds like hydroxytyrosol that actually may act as chain-breaking antioxidants. This is an amazing mechanism because what they're actually doing, they're donating a hydrogen, stopping oxidation during cooking. Here is what's really clever about this. Research suggests that these polar compounds tend to concentrate at the oil-water-food interface, exactly where oxidation starts when cooking. And this is what researchers are calling the polar paradox concept. The European Food Safety Authority actually authorized a health claim connected to the olive oil phenolic compounds, saying that it actually protects blood lipids from oxidative damage. Ghee, which is pure milk fat, doesn't contain this plant-derived phenolic compound. Now, let's look at actual cooking studies to see if ghee is actually more stable than olive oil during real cooking conditions. Some peer review suggests that extra virgin olive oil actually has a behavior that is equal and sometimes even superior to refined oils. And the reason that research is suggesting is that it's not just about saturation, but it's about antioxidants protection during cooking. University of Barcelona research found that during home typical cooking temperatures, extra virgin olive oil antioxidants not only survive, but they even transfer themselves to the food being cooked. Research have found that vegetables cooked with extra virgin olive oil have actually a higher antioxidant content than the raw vegetables themselves. Here is how it works. These polar antioxidants concentrate at the oil-food interface, exactly where oxidation begins when you're cooking. I mean, it's like having a built-in protection exactly where you need it the most. To understand whether or not ghee is better than olive oil, we need to really dive into what damages oils during cooking. Now, food chemistry tells us that there are 3 processes that drive oil degradation. 1, oxidation, 2, hydrolysis, and 3, polymerization. So studies shows that antioxidants actually slow down those 3 processes that we just mentioned. So the key difference is that extra virgin olive oil is not only bringing that favorable fatty acid, oleic acid into the table, but it's also bringing those phenolic compounds. Meanwhile, ghee has a good content of saturated fat and it has a good content of oleic acid, but it lacks those amazing phenolic compounds that actually offer extra protection during cooking. Here is something critical when asking if ghee is better than olive oil for cooking. Well, research suggests that ghee has some unique disadvantages from the food chemistry standpoint. First, a study indicates that ghee has no phenolic compounds. In other words, it has no chain breaking, it has no metal challenging protection during cooking, period. To be fair, ghee contains vitamin E, contains vitamin A, contains carotenoid, but it doesn't contain those phenolics that appear protective in olive oil. But here is the bigger issue. Ghee's unique liability is cholesterol. Research found that during typical frying between 170 and 200 degrees Celsius, the ghee cholesterol actually forms compounds that are called cholesterol oxidation products. Studies have documented the formation of 7 keto cholesterols when ghee is heated during cooking. Food science have done extensive research of cholesterol oxidation products in connection with cellular processes. But here is the thing, since olive oil contains no cholesterol, basically these paths are not possible with plant oils. This is what's really concerning. Despite all the science Carnivore MD cites about cooking with oil, he never mentions this cholesterol oxidation issue that is connected with ghee. How do you present yourself as thorough in the area of cooking oils when you are ignoring a very well documented path that is very specific to the cooking oil you're recommending? Now that we have examined the chemistry, the cooking chemistry behind ghee and why ghee has a disadvantage compared with olive oil. Now let's examine Dr. Saladino other claims, the peroxidation claim and the smoke point claim. When I trace back Dr. Saladino's sources, I found some concerning issues. In video number 1, he uses the peroxide variable to declare that extra virgin olive oil is inferior in comparison with ghee, but it's clear to me that he doesn't understand what the peroxide value is actually measuring. The peroxide value that he emphasizes has nothing to do with cooking. The peroxide value is simply used to measure the rancidity that have occurred in olive oil during storage. It has nothing to do with what happens when oil is heated in a pan. I mean, it seems to me that Dr. Saladino doesn't quite understand the complex science that he is trying to explain. It's worth noting that Dr. Saladino's background is in psychiatry. It's not in nutrition, it's not in food science, and yet he makes authoritative claims about biochemical processes that are completely outside his training. What's fascinating is that when researchers start actually measuring what happens during cooking, they found the opposite of what they expected. When cooking with oils that have a higher smoke point, they found that they produce more aldehydes and polar compounds when heated over time. In fact, research from food science found that extra virgin olive oil performs better than avocado oil, than coconut oil, and than other 9 seed oils when it comes to producing less harmful compounds like aldehydes during cooking. This makes complete sense when you consider what we have just learned about antioxidant protection and food chemistry. It's not just about saturation, but it's about those compounds that actually protect your food from damaging during cooking. Is ghee better than extra virgin olive oil? Well, based on the research I found, studies suggest that extra virgin olive oil offers built-in antioxidant protection. It offers potential antioxidant transfer to your food while cooking. It also contains no cholesterol pathway, and according to research, is a very stable oil to cook with. So what does ghee offer? Well, ghee offers you a saturated fat that is stable, just like olive oil does. It offers you vitamin E and A. Remember, extra virgin olive oil is also high on vitamin E, and it offers you a cultural and a flavor preference. More and more nutrition scientists are starting to suggest that extra virgin olive oil is actually suitable for cooking, and that the key factors are to pick an extra virgin olive oil that is of high quality, that is fresh, and that is high in polyphenol content. In conclusion, both oils can fit a healthy lifestyle routine, but extra virgin olive oil may have some unique advantages when it comes to reduce oxidation during cooking. So, what do you think about ghee and extra virgin olive oil after listening to this video? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this comparison research-based content helpful, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to this channel for more evidence-based nutrition facts. What other oil, cooking-based questions should we investigate next? Please write it on the comments.